Welcome back to another adventure. Today I'm out at the Colville radar dome. Been meaning to make it up here for quite a while, and just decided that today seemed like a good day. So we're going to take a look around inside and out and make sure we cover all the buildings up here. And so the first thing I ran across, I'm getting kind of close, but looks like metal edge flashing there. With what might have been a roof or something. So I don't know if this was like a guard shack or what. Where did I see that? Right there. There's like a little pipe sticking up out of the ground, but not a whole lot else going on with this one. But I am headed up that way, and we're going to see some cool buildings today. So we are at the first building here, which was the motorcade. Working on the vehicles and stuff up here. Just came across it, and then I think there's a lot more buildings up the way, but it's kind of cool. I'm generally against graffiti in places, abandoned places and stuff, but I gotta say some of this is pretty cool artwork here. But I'm not sure what exactly the piping there was, whether that was a exhaust hookup so they could run stuff in here. There's kind of some little cones in the ground here. Looks like they had inlets on this side and maybe grates over those doors there. Got kind of a cool fan up there, but yeah, so we're gonna just wander around this one and make sure we see everything there is to see out here. There's some more pretty cool graffiti there, but yeah, so I'll fire it back up on the next thing I find. This is the next building up, and I think that this was a boiler room, a coal-powered powerhouse, basically. We got a big chimney up there, and then if you come in this way, there's kind of drainage or something in the floor here, but big open room right in here, and then there's a doorway leading back in this way. Oh, that's cool. Still see some of the tile down on the floor, like peel and stick linoleum or whatever. And then the walls are really black in here, like this was the coal-powered boiler back in here. More of that kind of cool graffiti in here. Yeah, there's an exhaust there, big probably steam pipe or something, or even water pipe there to feed the boiler. And yeah, that one's another cool one. There's quite a few more buildings out here, so I'll go ahead and look around and see what else I can find. All right, so if I'm not mistaken, this is the PX, the gym, and the theater. And I'm just already kind of looking around in here. Got more pretty cool looking graffiti in here. I think this one was a bathroom, looking at the drain there. But that one's pretty cool. Got the pipes in the wall still and everything. And it's like people have throughout the years kind of broken holes to be able to get through. I think I'd heard that this is kind of a popular paintball area, which I see why. There's another pretty cool mural there. You know, that, well, not that, but stuff like that I can appreciate. You know, stuff like that is just kind of annoying. But came in that way, and then come back into here, and a little bit of the floor here is kind of rotten out. But I gotta, oh, there we go. Well, another little room here, and then I think that this was the theater. Kind of looks like it would be. The roof has been painted black there. I'm sure they had a door right there and probably a screen hanging here. And maybe a couple of rows of seats in there and one up here. Projector or whatever was probably right up in here. Go up here. I know part of it's collapsing and I probably shouldn't, but looked pretty good up to this point. There's kind of a room out over that way, but it doesn't look like it really goes to anything. Drops down a hole there and then up and out that way. And then see how bad this is gonna be. Feels pretty solid up here. A little shot out onto the roofway there. And go ahead and head back down now and show you the rest of it here, because there's a couple of big rooms over on the right side there that are pretty cool. Jump down from there. I don't know why it's like they had drains throughout the floor here, and I'm not sure because this one over here, I think this was probably the gym, but they had ducting in the floor here, so I think if you follow it out this way, there's some shutters there, and there's this room here, which makes it look like they were, you know, piping everything in there, and then they've got these big ducts up in the ceiling too. Let's see, where was I here? Yeah, I didn't come through any of this. There's another. So this is off to the right of that hallway that I was in. The bathroom was right there. There's a couple other little side buildings there. And this doorway goes into that hallway there. That one there is kind of cool looking. The artwork there. So then we'll come back in this way. And show you the rest of that. There was another one there. And whoever it was that did these is a pretty good artist, I'd say. Couldn't even attempt to try that kind of stuff myself. Like I said, there's ductwork over here, and to me this just seems like this would have been the gym, you know, if anything, out here. Oh yeah, you can see all the paintball splats. So this must be one of the more popular rooms to do that in. We've got a little breakout to the outside there. And then there's this room here. Which had some lights down the top there. I don't know what that would have been, but comes back out to this side. To what I think was probably the gym. I don't know what was up with this either, but if you notice, it's still got the flooring down in here. It's in pretty bad shape, but pretty cool that it stood up to, you know, all these years out here with people riding dirt bikes through here and paintballing and running around. So there's a few more buildings out here we'll go check out for you guys. All right, so this is that big building that I think was probably the gym and the theater and PX. Then right across the little gravel path here that I'm sure used to be a road, there's this. Looks like it had a doorway in the front of it, and it's still got some red tile down on the floor. Probably used to be a building at one point. Yeah, I guess there is anchors that have been cut off there. So I think this was one of the Barracks buildings. It was a 2-story building, but this is just the foundation for it. And thought it was might have been a basement under there, but no such luck. So there is, I think, another building up that way and another one up that way. We still haven't made it to the actual radar dome foundation yet. So yeah, there's some of those tiles or whatever that are still down. It might even just be the glue from the flooring. But I'll keep looking around. Looks like there's something right up in there. And then right up above this building here is another building. So we're up at the next building up. That last big one was right there. I was originally kind of thinking this was the supply house, but I noticed these kind of reinforced concrete pads here. Kind of seem to line up with the windows even. So I don't know if that's what this was. Probably had some big machinery in here or something. We've got these floor drains or whatever. I'm not sure because there's troughs that run out like down there. Comes out of the wall here, runs down that way, and kind of looks like the whole thing was covered in boards or something at some point. So I don't know if they were pumping air up through those into the other buildings or whether that was actually water drainage. But it seems to be in all the buildings, you know, where they're all interconnected with those. So kind of odd. So there's that last building. Kind of have a feeling that was the equipment room, because this looks like it used to be the radar dome itself. And here's some more of that channel there. I'll walk way up that way, but yeah, this is a big circular foundation with a hub in the center. Yeah, big supports there that have been cut off. These guys here that have been cut off. Those are some pretty good sized bolts too there. Get out of the light there. But so I'm sure that was what the main radar dish inside the dome or whatever was mounted to. There's even around the outer perimeter, it's been cut off, and then there's these stairways. Looks like one on either side, and then this main one here. But I thought that there was another building down in this way somewhere, but that might have been seeing this concrete up here. Oh no, there's something right there. I'll go check that out here real quick. So this one is kind of off the beaten path here, but it does still have that channel. Goes all the way up there. I might have to check out up there too now. Yeah, that channel heads down and up and through here. This looks like maybe was either a pump house or maybe even a fuel shed or something. Got those supports there. Not a whole lot to it here, but I think right down there you can see the motorcade, and I think there's 2 more buildings up a ways past here, so I'm gonna go see if I can't find those too. So this is over just a ways. That other little building was right down here, and the radar dome was up here. But I noticed these, it's got a nice little area right here. But I started noticing these all the way around the perimeter here. There's chunks here and there, and I think that's all concrete. There's another anchor there, another big anchor there, and then you kind of come in towards the center. There's another really good sized anchor there. I'm sure some of them have been annihilated, but there's a couple, 3 more there. And so I think this was a tower or something, or another dome. But I'm gonna head up this way and check it out, and I think there's supposed to be 2 more buildings quite a ways up the way. Okay, so this is kind of on the edge of where I was just before, and there's these bigger concrete blocks here, poured foundations, I guess, with these huge anchors in them. There's kind of some of that flume way coming down this way. It looks like that was a, whoa, yeah, that was a pillar there. So something crazy happened up here, because that should be sticking up and that should be in the ground. But I wonder why they decided to do that. I think this might have been a big tower or something. Maybe they did that to get it down. But I'm headed down this. The trail gets basically a dirt bike trail, but there's supposed to be, like I said, 2 more buildings out this way, so we're gonna see if we can find them. And there is. I just got down a little bit further and I saw this big block building hanging out right here. I think there might be another one down that way, but we'll check this one out. Yeah, it looks like somebody did. They were trying to lock it up at one point, but people will be people, so not harming anything by checking it out and documenting it. Big building in here. A little bit of the linoleum tile down still. Just your basic building though. Doesn't appear that whatever that flume or ducting or whatever it was, it doesn't appear that it made it up this far. So this one looks like it could have been more of a supply house or something. Just a pretty basic building. And so we'll head down, see what I can find for the other one. All right, as promised, here is the last building, kind of tucked up in the woods past the radar dome. I thought this one was pretty cool. Same kind of, I don't know, buzzard or whatever we've been seeing, but this mask is pretty cool, pretty detailed. And so this one's kind of a little 3-room, 4-room, I think it was. Little spot in here. Looks like bathroom likely, and a back room that looks like it had something hanging on the ceiling, like something, probably false ceiling right in here. And yeah, and then that ducting back in the floor. So kind of curious why that other one didn't have it, but yeah, so I think that's it. Looking around on Google Earth and stuff, these were the only 2 roofs that I could really see. What do we got here? Some kind of stand or something. Kind of a cool area. It looks like there's some kind of post over here too. I'll head up on this little outcropping. Not much for mining in this area, but this is pretty cool nonetheless. It looks like they had a fence right there, or maybe that's, yeah. Looks like they had a fence here at one point, but probably later. So anyway, beautiful view up here today at the top, and it's good to finally get up here and be able to show you guys around up here, and we'll see you on the next one.